You know what? Fuck it. Let's get an Itali GTB custom. So those were my words. Just after I'd bought my first Itali GTB, because then I went and got a second one, a custom one. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's a race car, even though it's not going to be as good in the races from what I've heard as the other Itali. I still really like it. I did it up. It took me quite a while. There's a lot of things going on with the custom one, so you'll have a look at that with what I do next, which is obviously buy it, do it up, and then of course I'll throw it around a racetrack and show you all how terribly I drive. Alright, let's get it in red because this one's going to be a race car. Office garage 2, because that's where we keep the race cars. But yeah, okay, upgrade. Itali GTB custom. I'm sure I wouldn't have bought this car if I wasn't. Did the car get shinier? Oh wow, oh the front's changed. Alright, oh wow, so it's more beasty now. Okay, armor, yes, brakes, race brakes, bumpers.
Don't you wish you could put the brakes on?
Okay, wow, so there's 18 options now. Oh my gosh, you can turn it into a full beast. Wow, with 18 options. So this car, unlike the other one that was quite sleek, we're going to go a bit beast on here. Alright, so, wow, I do like that. I don't know why, it's just so much going on.
Do you need a drink?
Oh, but that looks even better. For some reason, just having that little bit of difference. Oh wow, that's... Wow, it's way beefier. Okay, sorry, after just doing one to the other, it's definitely a difference. That's too much. Extreme bumper, that's kind of extreme. Alright, I think we're going to go with the... Yeah, there it was. The MK2 Tourer bumper. Lock it in. Okay, rear bumpers. Primary diffuser. Wow, so there's less rear bumpers? So what's the... So that's normal. Ooh, okay. I like the secondary touring diffuser. Boom. Exhaust. Oh, see here, the exhaust is completely different. I like having the circular exhausts, I think. No, I don't. There, I want the titanium box exhausts. Can you see them? Yes, okay. Fenders. Oh wow, so this... You know what, I think we're going to have to go do the colour first. Is that unlike? Let's paint it white. Options. Chappelle stripes. Crepes ahoy. I don't even... Oh, that's one of the brands. Redwood. Redwood cigarettes. I do smoke a lot of them, and it says 69. B-Boy loves that number. I have a strong feeling that's his favorite. That's why his name is B-Boy. 69 181. I only learned that the other day. 181? It's a joke. Alright, oh, that looks kind of cool. Ooh, look at that bite. It's big. Oh, okay. Tinkle. Devis. Amiga. So this is what AM has on his car. And it's 12. I do like that number. Being like the 12th man. Keaton. Ah. See, if it had Sprunk, I'd be sold. I would have bought the car straight away. Alright. Whoa, does that mean that's all red? That is a lot of red, and there's no red racing outfit. But we could go red with blue. We could see how that looks. It's only $30,000 if I don't like it. Yeah, we'll do it. Respray. Primary color. Metallic. Oh, that actually looks sweet in black. I mean midnight purple, but I'm imagining black. Could we go blue and then we can still use the blue? No, because it looks... I mean, MASH loves that type of colour, but I'm really not as much a fan of it. We're not doing lime green. But if I go black, it's going to get rid of that thing where it says Progen. You can see right there above the door, it says Progen.
Do you need a drink?
If I go ice white, but I feel like because it's got the red and the black and the yellow, that limits the colours I can without losing the words. Because on my RE7B, I've already lost some of the words because I made it all blue. Alright, we're going with ice white. Alright, secondary colour. Metallic. I actually quite like the white, but I also liked the black. It added more to it. It wasn't just the bottom of the car that was black. What are we thinking? I think I'm going with white. Because this has the white pearlescent, so the black actually is quite shiny. Which I like. Oh dear me. Is there anything up the top that's going to disappear if I choose black? Then we've got like the red, black and white. I can live with that. But I feel like that's just more fitting. Yeah, we'll go ice white. It was a hard call. Trim colour. Alright, Torino red for the trim colour. Alright, roof. Do we want an arrow? Do we want carbon? We're not having the stripe. What is with the stripes? No, we're going with vortex generators. There's $1,000 for just a few little things. Skirts. So carbon GT skirt and stock skirts. What's low level skirt? Just for that added style, there's $5,000. Spoiler. Okay, so a few more options. Does it have that exotic one? It does. This is a race car. It needs a racing one. Like a... Okay, extreme downforce. Is that too much? It looks too much. See, that looks okay. But I think I prefer like a wing that's like level with the car. Right. Boom. Done. Transmission. Race transmission. Oh. No, because it eats into the redwood.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
Oh, these options weren't there before. Oh, now it looks like a race car. Ultra racing or extreme racing? We're not a street racer. See, this eats on the D, the extreme one, which I prefer, but we're going to go with Ultra because it doesn't eat up the D on the redwood. And yes, I realize I just said eat up the D many times. Alright, dash. Oh wow, look at all the options. I think I prefer the race. We're going with race dash. Dials. Oh wow, look at that. We'll go with MK3. Doors. It's a race car. Has to have racing doors. We're going with carbon race door cards. Seats. Painted. Carbon. Painted track seats. Carbon track seats.
Making decisions is stressful.
I'm going with the red because it matches the car. Alright, steering wheels. We're going to go with the Rally Clubman. Neon layout.
No rush at all.
Neon color, red. Everything is done. So there was definitely a lot of customization options, and so we're going to see if any of that does anything, which I don't really think it was, because here's the race at Vespucci. So, you know, there's all these customizations and things, but from what I've heard, this car is not as good performance-wise as the non-custom Itali, which I don't understand, because this has all the race car decoratives. But here we go. So I take it around the Vespucci racetrack, and so far, I'm going to be honest, I can't really tell the difference too much. Abdi says he can, but you can see through the corner, it goes pretty well. I just let off slightly. Through the jump, it goes fine. Through the straights, just the ever so slightly, you know, nudging it along to move around things, and it goes fine. The jump is good. I managed to not go too fast here, and I tilt the car ever so slightly, and it lands well. It doesn't spin out or anything, so that went well, but I do have to correct a bit as I go around the corner, remembering that I haven't driven the Italis too much, so, you know, all those things to consider. But if you're watching this because you're after a informed idea about racing, then you've come to the wrong place. But yeah, so you can see that it is handling for me very well as an average racer. I turn the car a little bit as we come out of the jump, and it goes well through that tricky bend, so I like that. It slides through this corner beautifully, which I really liked, and then we come down over the jump, and here I tend to totally spin out because I tried to be too fancy, and I ended up going to the beach, which, as much as I like the beach, that was not my intention. So yeah, it was handling really well through the corners and everything, but again, if you try to do too much, it'll spin out. But Abdi had warned me that it will spin out when you least expect it. I was still obviously getting a handle on it, but you know, it did spin out there, but it was because I did try to do too much here. But look how it spins through the corners there. I love that. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work with a race car, but I felt awesome doing that. And it went really well. So we come up through the straight, and you can see it over the ripple, and it goes really smoothly. Now here's the corner. Here's the question. Are we going to end up in the water? Yay, we actually didn't. So that was a bright time for me. We come around this corner. It goes pretty well. We're coming up to the jump through the air. Loving it, loving it. In the Sun loves the Itali GTB. She is a huge fan of them, and Abdi is as well. They win a lot of races against me with them, even when, you know, I actually have a good race in my RE7B. But you can see that it's coming around the corners. It does handle really well. I don't know if I handle this one slightly better than the other Itali because I practiced it a little bit better, or just simply because I was a bit more used to it. And that, you know, made a bit of a difference, or because this one's slower. So it could just be that because, I don't know, it's slightly slower from what I've heard, although honestly with my tests I can't really tell. Abdi says it is. Abdi's a bit more informed than I am, but we come down here, look at that, smooth as pie. I think I'm awesome. Yep, but I'm not. I totally messed up again. So yeah, it handles really well. It does brake really well. You just have to remember to do it and not think you're too good. But yeah, so really like it. I can't really tell the difference between the two cars. Abdi says that there is a difference. But yeah, for me, I really like both of them. They're great. Yeah, I think if you are, you know, doing it for the racing, get the non-custom from what I've heard. But really, I can't tell the difference, and I like the way this one looks. And to be honest, you know, I really don't understand why the wooden poles, we can't go through them. But yeah, I really like the look of it. I'll definitely use it occasionally just because it is nice to drive. I like the look of it. And if you've got the money for it, sure, why not get it? But from what I understand, you should be getting the non-custom version. But either way, they're great cars, and who doesn't love the Progens? Progens are perfect, so, you know, that's my verdict. Progens are perfect.